What's going on, fam, and welcome to another edition of the AO. And today we are talking about fake it until you make it. Like, is that really something that you should be doing? Faking it until you make it? I think so. So you know, when I'm traveling around the world, I see young people with a lot of things. I'm talking about they have the latest and they have the greatest things. And I remember asking quite a few students, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Well, this one kid stood out and he said something that I hear all the time that even people told myself. I was like, hey man, I may not have it right now, but I'm gonna fake it until I make it. I'm gonna make sure I look like where I'm going. And I totally disagree with that statement. He had on some latest earphones, like the Dre Beats. Something like these. Do you know, like these Sonys right here cost like $200, $300. The Dre Beats cost like $400 or $500, depending on the pair that you get. Is this really a smart move right now for a high school student? Come on, man. What are we teaching? I even see students with the latest iPad Pro. I don't even have one. You know why? Because it's about $800 to $900. Is this a smart investment right now? Spending $800 to $900 on an iPad Pro? No. Last but not least, and I have one of these, the latest MacBook Pro. Now, I do believe that everybody needs a laptop. Everybody needs a computer in today's days and time. But I think this is running where, what's it going for, Lindsay? To a couple thousand, to these can get all the way up to $4,000-$5,000, depending on what you put inside of it. I'm not knocking none of this stuff because I have some earphones and I do have an iPad, but I'm not 15 years old. I am not faking it until I make it. I remember when I was just graduated high school, got into the college life, I went out and bought the latest pair of Jordans, $200-$300. I went out and bought some nice stuff, some Gucci, some Louis, and I didn't have the money. Oftentimes we're teaching people to fake it until you make it, and here's the truth. Because I financed a lot of that stuff, because I swiped it and put it on the card, do you know it hurt me in the long run? It was fake rich. I didn't have it. I was broke, but had all this stuff. And when I look back onto that, why? I don't know none of those friends. I was popular that day, but you know what happened? The bill collectors was calling me months later saying, hey, you bought this, you spent $50, but now you owe us $200. So to be popular cost me a lot of money. Not just money, but headaches. And here's the thing, none of my peers came back and helped me pay that bill. I don't want you to fake it until you make it. I want you to be comfortable with where you are. I want you to be comfortable with who you are and what you can do right now. I am content with where I am. And if you can't be content with where you are, you will never truly be successful. I'm successful. I want you to be successful. All this stuff, it's great stuff. There's nothing wrong with none of this stuff. But having this stuff at the wrong time can hurt you financially. Bump all this stuff. So listen, man, as we're closing, I really want you to know this. I want you to make it. I want you to have everything that you really want to do. If you want to have your dream car, I want you to have it. So listen, here's 3 things that I really want you to understand. If you really want to make it, if you really want to be successful, career-wise, financially, health-wise, you name it. Here's the very first thing I really want you to write this down. Sacrifice the latest so you can have the greatest. Don't focus on having the latest and greatest right now, but I want you to sacrifice the latest thing so tomorrow you can have the greatest thing. And the greatest thing is you have joy, you have peace, knowing that, hey, everything that I own, everything that I have, it is mine. And I'm not faking it. Number 2, you have to be determined. In the season that you're in, you're going to have to be determined to work hard, to save your money, to really do what you have to do to get to that next season, which also requires, last thing, number 3, is patience. You have to be patient because hard work and determination will pay off over a period of time. Stop looking on social media and seeing your friends who have this, and stop getting all discouraged on the inside because everyone around you has this. One day you will have it. But when you have it, you're not faking it. You are making it. It's your boy, Anthony O'Neal. Make it until you make it. And if you have any questions, I want you to text me, 615-913-5990. If you have any questions, like, hey Anthony, how can I do this? Wait, before you go, tell someone they need to watch this video. I'll see you next week.